1, 2, 3. Cancun! Say it with me, Mike McCarthy. 1, 2, 3. Cancun! Boy, oh boy. The Dallas Cowboys fall to Washington 25-3. Mike McCarthy's horrible. He needs to be fired. Jerry Jones, if you hear this, we all make mistakes, but this one is a big mistake. Where can we start? The era of Mike McCarthy might be ending before the season ends. If they keep this up, or hell, keep him there if you want to get a high pick and pick up Penny Swell out of Oregon and get you an offensive lineman. But geez Louise, that's a new low for the Cowboys to get blown out by Washington, who's horrible. Washington stinks. Kyle Allen stinks, and they make Kyle Allen look like prime Alex Smith. I thought Alex Smith was starting for the Washington Redskins. The Washington football team. They lost to a team named Football Team. That's actually crazy. So let's compact this. Let's unpack this actually. The defense, I don't even know where to start. Jalen Smith, Leighton Vander Esch, D-Law, Everson Griffin. Where are these guys at? These guys are not showing up. I don't know if it's scheme or just a lack of fight. These guys are rolling over and they don't want to fight anymore. These guys don't want to play anymore. You can see it in their eyes. Once they get down and once they give up a lead, they just don't care. There's just holes in this defense. There are holes everywhere, like the movie Holes. I think Shia LaBeouf is digging holes somewhere, and it's absolutely crazy that they have just on pace to be the worst defense in NFL history. They're on pace to give it the most yards in NFL history in a single season. It's absolutely insane how bad the Cowboys defense is. This might be the most talented, worst defense in NFL history, and that's saying something. This guy, Leighton Vander Esch, was considered a Defensive Rookie of the Year player. He made an All-Pro team, and he just doesn't look good. Jalen Smith just doesn't look good. He's a beat late to every single gap. That's just starting with the defense. The offense looks horrible. Ezekiel Elliott has regressed. The team looks better with Tony Pollard on the field, and he can't get on the field. The offensive line is banged up, and they're bad. The receivers are good, but they can't get targets because the offensive line can't hold up a pass rush. Andy Dalton looked horrible, but it's just bad. It's just bad, and Mike McCarthy's the head of the snake. You've got to cut the head off. They have got to start over and actually make a legitimate coaching search. You cannot just recycle head coaches from past failed situations and think you're okay. Jerry Jones has to lead a legitimate head coaching search because they only interviewed two people, Mike McCarthy and Marvin Lewis. Those are literally two worse options than Jason Garrett. I think he was just doing it to prove that he was right about Jason Garrett because those are the two worst options. Jerry Jones has got to lead a legitimate coaching search in the idea of actually giving someone a chance that can actually do something. It has to change. It has to change, or Dak Prescott will not re-sign with you. Oh, they could just franchise tag him. But aside from that, the Dallas Cowboys have got to make a change. This is just my little morning rant the day after. I was just thinking about this all night. They just look horrible. The Dallas Cowboys look horrible, and they have too much talent to look that bad, especially on defense. That's what hurts the most, is on defense. They have so much talent. They're just rolling over. Guys just don't care anymore. And to lose to the Washington football team, the Washington football team offense, to let them do that to you, it's just egregious because Kyle Allen stinks. The Washington football team offense stinks. Antonio Gibson should not be doing this to you. Antonio Gibson's a good player, but he ain't 128 yards on 28 carries good. That's insane. Oh my goodness. The NFC East stinks, and the Cowboys might be the worst team in it. The Cowboys might be the worst team in the division. That's crazy. They've got to fire Mike McCarthy. I mean, he's horrible. Leaks that this guy can't teach, and that's a huge indictment because coaches are teachers. You teach. That's what you do. You teach. And he can't teach. He's the substitute teacher. He can't teach. He's just giving us directions until the real teacher comes back. No one pays him any attention. Nobody cares. Everyone's just on their phone. We're talking behind his back, making fun of the stuff he's wearing. He's goofy. The substitute teacher, that's what Mike McCarthy is at this point. A placeholder for the next guy next year, because there's no way in hell he's coming back. Mike McCarthy needs to be fired. The Dallas Cowboys season is over. 1, 2, 3, Cancun. That's what the defense says every time the opposing team scores and goes up by more than 2. All you got to do is get up 10 points on the Dallas Cowboys. 1, 2, 3, Cancun. We are done. We are finished. Dak Prescott is not leading the offense, so why should we play defense? That is basically what you are seeing is an all-time tank job by the Dallas Cowboys defense. An all-timer right there. I have never seen a defense quite roll over like that. I think the Jets got more heart than the Cowboys defense. They do. The New York Jets defense has way more heart than the Dallas Cowboys defense. I know they're trying, they're not talented. I know they're just not talented. They're at least trying. I know I can see guys at least attempting to play games. They played the Buffalo Bills hard and lost. The Buffalo Bills have a good offense. Josh Allen was an MVP candidate to start the season. At least I know they're trying, but the Dallas Cowboys defense doesn't try. Their offense is inept. Andy Dalton stinks. John Bostic is an asshole. He doesn't even play for the Dallas Cowboys, but I had to add that in there. John Bostic is an asshole. He's always been an asshole. Since he's playing for the Colts, he's an asshole. Horrible hit on him. He should be fined, and he should be suspended, and hell, he should just be suspended. Well, that's all I have for this video. Mike McCarthy should be fired. Jerry Jones has to do a way better job of having a head coaching search. Jesus Christ. And peace.